We begin with a big change for thousands of workers across Hampton Roads. Vaccine and testing mandates took effect in several cities today.
Yeah, that means city employees have to get vaccinated, get tested weekly, or get a new job. The mandate affects half a dozen cities. And now the biggest private employer in our area is taking things a step further. But some employees are pushing back. Allison Basil tells us more from Newport News.
Yes, earlier this afternoon, a crowd of Newport News shipbuilding employees filled the sidewalk here across from the shipyard. They were pushing back against a mandate that requires them to get the COVID vaccination by December or hit the road.
Thank you. With American flags flying high and signs that read, "Go jab yourself." Thank you. A crowd of Newport News shipbuilding employees rallied outside the shipyard.
One of the things I was actually conflicted with when I was in the service was mandatory vaccines.
William Burdett says he worried about vaccine requirements in the Navy, but didn't think he would have to once he got out. Employees say they just want a choice. Huntington Ingalls Industries officials say they have to get vaccinated by December 8th and that the federal vaccine mandate doesn't give a testing option.
For either personal reasons or medical or religious reasons, we all need to have a choice.
Hampton Roads city leaders aren't going that far. In August, city managers in Hampton, Newport News, Norfolk, Suffolk, Portsmouth, and Williamsburg announced that by October 1st, they would require weekly COVID testing for employees that aren't vaccinated. Not every city has started swabbing. Norfolk and Suffolk city officials say testing starts October 4th. Hampton leaders say their employees have until October 4th to report their status. Portsmouth officials say they start testing October 14th. Newport News officials say they are testing now. With more COVID testing mandates coming down, Virginia Department of Health Deputy Director of Epidemiology Laurie Furlano says they are monitoring daily supplies.
I know that the federal government is kind of putting the pressure on manufacturers and they're increasing production.
Burdett says a testing option would be nice.
I got to pack up and move home. I'm from Tennessee. So now I'm sitting here not knowing if I'm going to have a job come December 8th.
In Newport News, Allison Basil, 13 News Now.
13 News Now is waiting to hear back from Williamsburg about their testing plans. Chesapeake and Virginia Beach have not announced any weekly testing requirements. City officials with both localities tell us they are monitoring COVID-19 data and they require masks in their buildings.